NBL Saturday, 2 games to preview here on the channel. Before we get into it, hit subscribe, hit like, let us know what you think about the content. Tell us your tips as well for these 2 games of NBL Round 7. New Zealand at home against the in-form Adelaide 36ers, and then it's up to the Sunshine State, Cairns against Brisbane. My top 3 picks in this first game: New Zealand money line, the total to go over 173.5, and then PJC 8+ assists. Now, as I said, the 36ers in red hot form. They've won 5 of their last 6 games, heading over to New Zealand, into Spark Arena, where the Breakers have won 5 in a row. So some really good numbers to match up against there. You take that trend, whatever you think. I believe Adelaide are slightly overachieving. Their Pythagorean win expectation right now is 4-4. Their record is 5-3. So they're slightly overachieving for mine, and I think it's because of that bench unit. They're only scoring 18.3 points per game. That's compared to the league average of 25.8. So they're way down. If any of these starters get injured, have a bad day, there's really no one there in the depth to pick things up for them. If you look at New Zealand, they're the 3rd best scoring defense in the league, allowing only 85.3 points per game to their opponents. The problem they're having, though, is they can't score, not at a higher rate anyway. They're 9th in the league right now for scoring, putting up only 81.5 points per game. I think it has something to do with their travel schedule, okay? So they went over to the US, the NBA preseason, come back and trying to get the court back under their feet. I think the scoring will come. You've seen guys like Matt Mooney and PJC who are really pushing this team forward. PJC is averaging 7.8 assists per game. So that's why I like him with the 8+ assists here against Adelaide, who allow teams to have a lot of assists. Now, one of the most interesting statistical anomalies with these 2 teams is their field goal percentages. So Adelaide have the highest 3-point percentage of anyone in the league, 38.6%, but they only have the 7th amount of makes. So they're not really trying to throw the 3 ball up, and they're the best at it. So I don't know why that's happening. Look at the Breakers. As I said, 9th in scoring, but they have the 5th best field goal percentage at 44%. So I think the scoring will come for New Zealand. Maybe just have to get a bit more pace and some more volume under the deck for them. New Zealand opposition league high 3-point percentage as well. We can't forget that against Adelaide, who have the best 3-point percentage. The Breakers give up 38.2% from 3-point range to their opponents. So if Adelaide want to shoot the 3 ball there, they're probably going to hit it at a pretty high click. The game total is interesting. So this season, only 28% of games have gone over the game total. Now, on a regular season, the bookies want to have that at 50-50. So I'm feeling smash the overs until that number levels out a little bit more. Let's hit up game 2, Brisbane and Cairns. So the Taipans, they're 2-3 at home so far this season, but they've been without one of their best players, well, the best player in the team, that's Taran Armstrong. Tanner Groves and Taran Armstrong could be back this round. So if you look at the NBL injury wire, whatever you want to call it, it says round 7, but it hasn't been updated for quite a while. I think if these guys can come back, Cairns will win this game. I'm going to take the over here as well, and then a same game multi with Bannan and Harrison to take 8 rebounds or more each. Top 3 picks for Cairns versus Brisbane. Let's get into a bit more of this game. As I said, Cairns 2-3 at home, and they're actually 10-2 against the Bullets since the 21-22 season. But interestingly enough, 2 of the last 3 games, Brisbane have won. So a very good trend for Cairns in the long term, but a better trend for Brisbane in the short term. You take that information and do what you want with it. As I say, Groves and Armstrong could return. They average slightly better at home, and with Armstrong in the team, they scored 90 and 101 points. So they're a much better scoring team, the Cairns Taipans, with Taran Armstrong in the team, and that's why I believe that they will win if he plays in this game. Brisbane, they give up a lot of ball. They have the highest turnover rate of any team in the NBL, 13.8 turnovers per game. Cairns aren't extremely good at converting points from turnovers, but if you give a team enough ball, they're going to score points. Taipans, 3rd in 3-point percentage. 3-point makes. They're making 10.7 3-pointers per game. So again, if Brisbane are giving them more ball, they're going to have an opportunity to shoot from the perimeter and they're going to score more points. They give up the second most rebounds of any team in the league, 45.7 per game. And Brisbane are the team that restrict their opponents to the fewest rebounds, only 38.7. So there are a lot of rebounds available there for Bannan and for Harrison to get on. Since Bannan's been back, he's only played 4 games, but he's averaging 9.5 rebounds per game. I don't know if these guys are going to take off each other, but I think there's enough rebounds to go around. They'll both get 8+. And as I spoke about in the first half of this video, the overs are only at 22% this season. Smash the overs until that number levels out. They're the top 3 picks. Cairns money line if Armstrong plays. Otherwise, go Brisbane line. Total to go over and a same game multi with Bannan and Harrison, 8+ rebounds each. That's NBL Saturday. Take care of yourself, gamble responsibly. Let us know in the comments what your tips are so we can get that on them as well.